There, I've been looking at you the whole time as I'm listening to the music as well. Each and every one of you have a special opportunity to be a leader, so go for it. I do want to thank Gerald again for your leadership. I want to thank President Eanes, who was nice enough to even come to New York and meet with us, Ilana and me, because we do care so much about Cal State LA. Thank you for that. To Chancellor Garcia, woo, she's got life. Whoa, watch out. Vamos, baby. I also want to thank the Board of Trustees. Jean Kirstenberg's here. She's at the whole Cal State University thing. Thank you for being here. And everyone, the entire Cal State LA family and community for your hard work and your support on this project, and for being the shepherds of the university's mission to fostering lives and transforming communities. The work you do is so important. Don't ever forget, when you get tired, think things aren't worth it, they are. I also want to thank a couple of previous leaders on the Cal State LA campus. Past President Dr. James Rosser, and go ahead, we love James, he was awesome. And former athletic director Dan Bridges. They were instrumental in keeping me connected and involved with this campus and our fundraiser, and I'm forever grateful for their friendship. Earlier this afternoon, I spent some time with a group of student athletes, and I have to tell you, they've energized me like they always do. These athletes get me rocking, and I have to tell you, they just are the best. And you are the future of Cal State LA athletics, and also this world. And I want to thank all the people, the coaches and people who help these athletes. And you know you're in good hands, the athletes do. I came to this campus in 1961, fresh out of Long Beach Poly High School. I don't know, Poly High School is very special. It has more NFL players and more MLB players than any other high school in the country. So we had about 3,600 students, and you walk in and you see the home of scholars and champions. And then you go through and it says, enter to learn, go forth to serve. And I would just take that to heart every single day for 3 years. I absolutely love going there. Also, they've already told you that I won my first title, actually a couple titles, the women's doubles at Wimbledon. I hate calling it the ladies. I don't like the word ladies. It's women's doubles to me. Karen Hansen and I were the youngest team ever in 1961, and we still are the youngest team. I was 17 and Karen was 18. So it's pretty awesome. Back then the school was known as Los Angeles State College. We'd always call it LA State. That's what we'd say. Scotty Deeds was the men's coach here and was a friend of our family. He's the reason I came here, really. He introduced me to the legendary Dr. Joan Johnson. And Dr. Johnson had been a co-coach of the men's team in 1955 and 1956. And she founded the women's program in 1959. She also founded the Southern California Intercollegiate Women's Tennis League, which we got to compete in. Thank God for that, or the women would have had nothing. She was a pioneer in so many ways. Scotty let her teach everybody, by the way. She taught the men and the women. He just got out of there. He was smart. In those days, the women's and men's team practiced together, and it was a game changer for me. I owe a great deal to Dr. Johnson and Scotty Deeds. They not only got me to your campus, they taught me important lessons in tennis and in life. I was a pre-Title IX student athlete, and for a woman that meant I did not have a scholarship, even though my fellow tennis athletes, Arthur Ashe, had a full ride at UCLA, and Stan Smith had a full ride at USC. I worked 2 jobs, and I thought I was living large. I had a job. My parents always taught me, you have a job, that's amazing. So I was really excited. One of those jobs was I was the playground director of a local elementary school, which I loved. And the other was handing out equipment in the LA State locker room, the only job I ever hated. And I already told the athletes earlier, I think I was paid $1.15 an hour or something, I don't know. Whoa. Kamala should listen to that, maybe she can get us down to, no, we gotta make a lot more, no, never mind. It was a different time, but it was an important time. Every minute we all live is important. The value of a good education has always been important to me, and I learned a great deal while I was on this campus. You know why? I talked to all the professors, asked them questions, I talked to students. Didn't go to class as much as I should. I was so interested in everyone. But that, you know, at that time my focus was really to be the greatest player in the world, number one in the world, and to change our sport from amateur to professional. We used to get $14 a day. That had to end. So I left Cal State LA and went on a journey to make my sports better, to make a difference in the lives of others. Tennis was my platform. That's another thing, you have a platform that very few people have, so use it to make this world a better place. And when I was 12, I decided, made a commitment that I was going to devote my life to championing equality. And I knew tennis was global, which is huge because I love history. And I knew as a girl, I was a second-class citizen, but I knew my sisters of color had it worse, and people who were disabled, we used to say handicapped in those days. So I thought I was pretty lucky. I was a white girl, so number 2 ain't bad, right? But definitely did not have the clout that men have for boys. So I knew I'd have to at least be number 1 if anybody would ever listen. It gives me a great pride to stand here today with Dr. Eames, the first woman to be president of the university. The first woman. And she's a woman of color. I love it. I waited a long time for this. And Dr. Garcia, the first Latina to lead the nation's largest and most diverse 4-year public university system. Bless you. I've always stayed in touch with Cal State, and Ilana and I, along with our good friend Rosie Casals, are so proud to have helped raise millions of dollars for the student athletes in the sports facilities here at campus. And by the way, we're not finished. And it is my expectation we will complete our vision by finishing the Rosie Casals and Pancho Gonzalez Tennis Center. Finish. It's like shaking hands. That's my last statement. I probably can talk though, don't worry. Anyway, I'm really honored to have this statue. And you know what, I think I missed Brian. Where is he? Hanlon. No, I know you're going to come up, but still. He's known as the New York Times named him the sports Rodin, which is totally awesome. This guy, Brian's unbelievable. And I'm so honored. And today, this statue on our campus will connect us forever. And it reminds me that our legacy is not what is important. Your legacy is what other people say about you. But our contributions to our communities is what will define us forever. Before we unveil this beautiful statue, I have one thing to add. When I left this campus in 1964 to become the #1 tennis player in the world, I was not able to complete my degree. I'm happy to announce that I will be re-enrolling to finish my degree. It's never too late. Well, thank you, bless you. You guys, what a great day so far. Thank you. Bless you.
Give it up for Billie Jean King. So inspiring.